flying in.
実は音楽をした経験がない。人々は本で音楽を書いているの時、私は全然わからなかった。Like, if you're somebody that actually learns music from class in primary school, then you have to be signed to some big record label by now because you were so ahead in life. I just couldn't get behind it. I'm not sure if it was the same experience for everybody, but I know that my entire experience with music in school was centered around just one instrument. And I have my opinions about this instrument, but I'm not looking to offend anyone. However, I started getting interested in music around this time last year when a strange instrument kept on popping on my YouTube, and I ended up getting one for myself. I got this kalimba for myself last year, a few weeks to my birthday, and I've been playing it for almost a year, or I think it's over a year now. It's taught me so many cool things, and I've learned so many cool things from it.
How to tune an instrument, how to read and write kalimba tabs.
But by far, the coolest thing I've experienced since I got this instrument is motor learning, or muscle memory.
Muscle memory is a process that allows your body to remember certain motor skills and perform them without conscious effort. It's the ability to move a part of your body without thinking about it, learned by repeating that same movement several times over and over and over.
Have you ever been having a bad day or a bad week, and then you remember the good times that you had not too long ago, and then you get hit with a little bit of imposter syndrome and you go, nah, that's not me. Couldn't have been. Well, that was me for most of this year, or what I say, like for the better part of this year. I haven't really been feeling like myself. I can't tell you when it started, but I know it's been there for a long time now, and I feel like I might never get back to being Rema. I remember during the earlier days of this channel, I didn't want to call myself a YouTuber, and in fact I felt I couldn't call myself a YouTuber because I had this idea that it was only people that were making money off of YouTube that could call themselves YouTubers. So I felt until I got my channel monetized, then I couldn't do that. And then I came across this quote that said, "You are what you do." It didn't make much sense to me earlier on, but in the later years when I would feel like I wasn't cut out for YouTube, and when several months of not uploading would make me feel like an imposter in my own channel, and then eventually when I would find a story that would move me so much to go back into YouTube, I would find myself enjoying it. I would find myself doing YouTube despite of what I thought, and I would find myself having fun doing YouTube despite of all the things I say to myself about how I'm not cut out for YouTube. And then in the end, I would find myself making videos that I enjoy. And maybe this is just my own bias as the creator, but I feel like each and every time I came back from that hiatus, each and every time that I just shunned all the imposter syndrome and I came back to YouTube, I feel like I always made videos that were better than my last videos. So if anything, it was my previous self that wasn't cut out for, oh, I don't know. Like I really don't know how to put it. But I feel like every time that I just fashed, I just like, forget it. Let me just do this thing that I want to do. I feel like every time I did that, I always came back stronger. I always came back better. I came back with more things to do, more stories to tell, more videos to make. And I feel like I had more fun in the process. It never mattered what threshold I thought I needed to reach before I could identify myself as a good thing. The truth is, all I needed to do was just show up, because in the end I was never a different person, and I always had my past experiences with me to guide me back to whatever thing I thought that I had lost, or whichever person I thought that I had changed from. And even if my brain doesn't remember all the notes, and I don't think I can still play the song, the truth is, all I really need to do is just pick up my kalimba and start playing and watch my muscle memory do the rest. I can't really explain the steps to take when you want a fakish of it, but the several months that I spent practicing and the injuries I sustained as a result of that have etched themselves into my feet that regardless of whether I think I can skate or not, I can always fakish of it. You want to prove that, big guy? Sure, why not? You can create muscle memory anytime and anywhere when you want to, and even when you don't want to. Last February, my final exam was postponed to over a month later. It was a relatively easy course and I was already prepared for it, so then I had 35 or so days of free time that I didn't know what to do with. And so with all that free time, I decided to learn Japanese. I thought it would be cool if I could just say a few sentences in Japanese or at least write my name in Japanese. And what started off as a way for me to pass the time has now become an integral part of my daily experience. And right now, over a year later, it has become easier to study Japanese than it is not to study Japanese. And you might be thinking, Rema, that's language learning. That has nothing to do with muscle memory. But it does, because I unintentionally created a habit. And just like muscle memory, habits are unconscious and they become automatic or second nature as a result of us repeating them over and over several times. And if you're thinking of building up some muscle memory for yourself, it takes a month and a half to build up muscle memory, and it takes 21 days to create a habit, and then 91 days to make it permanent. It doesn't have to be a month of rigorous work, just a continuous and consistent month of just showing up and you've got it done. It's good to consciously put a little bit of effort into setting down good habits for yourself, so then later on you can unconsciously be the best version of yourself. Your brain is probably telling you that that sounds like a lot of work, but let's not trust our brains too much. The problem is not that our brains forget. That's perfectly normal. The problem is that after a while without it, our brains start to think that it is impossible, and that is just a straight up lie. And I also really wanted to tell you guys that a few bad days and destructive cycles don't ruin all the effort that you've put into yourself. You are still that good person that you think you were. You're still you. You're still going to go out there and make fire videos. So, like, what are you stressing about? But anyways, that's been the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video feels very different from the other ones. It's not scripted, but all the same, I had fun making it. I want to post a video for Halloween. I want to do a video about scary mangas that I think would be fun to read for Halloween, spook you out, put you in that, you know, haunted house kind of feeling. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys tune into that video as well. Till then, I love you guys and I'll see you guys next time. Flying out.
Hey me, honestly life is really messed up. Blunt is the F word, but it's really warranted in this situation. Stuff gets bad and I don't even know what to say, to be honest. I mean, you're feeling really messed up, but I think the fact that whatever it is that makes you sad that you can't do, the fact that you're sad about it, the fact that you still want to do it with all that's happened to you is enough reason for you to keep going. You know, if it wasn't meant to be, if you were so poor at it, or it was never, there's no chance of it working out, you won't still want to keep going at it. You won't feel defeated. Never feel defeated. And I know you don't feel defeated, so just keep going.